What's up, guys? This is Dylan from Hope Street, or my gym, K Sports Performance, here in San Antonio, Texas. And today is a crazy day because it is about 28 degrees outside in Texas. And so inside here, these buildings are not built for heat, right? You know, most of the year it's 80 degrees plus, and there's maybe 1 or 2 weeks all year where it's like this and it's actually freezing. So there's like no heating in here. It's like 50 degrees. And like sometimes see my breath. It's pretty wild. Anyways, we're still here. We're still working out. We're still getting better. We're still vlogging. I'm originally from Chicago, so this isn't that cold for me. But just got to my gym. I've just been doing some stuff on my computer now. I got to get kind of set up because I have a kid coming in soon for an evaluation, just a new athlete. I'm going to put him through some speed tests and flexibility tests, kind of see how he stacks up there, try to get him to sign up for my training services. And then, yeah, again, pretty light day. It's supposed to snow later, so I got a bunch of my clients coming in earlier to work out. So I'm going to get my own workout in, talk about kind of my fitness journey there. Should be a pretty chill day. But first things first, got to make a coffee. I'm doing intermittent fasting right now, so I'm not eating any meals until like 12 or 1, just as I'm in a bit of a fat loss phase, and just helps me kind of condense my calories and feel more full. But coffee is allowed. 0-calorie drinks are fine. It's not going to break the fast. And I need coffee because it's really warm. So I like that feeling when it's cold outside, but also just a really good source of good, clean caffeine, just to kind of give me some energy to start the day. I make an Americano, which is basically espresso and boiling hot water, and it makes like a black coffee. I think it tastes better, and it's just really fun to be kind of part of the experience of making the coffee. Like I've had Keurig before, where you just kind of put the pot in and it makes it, and I don't know, there's not any way to kind of customize your coffee that way. It's just so kind of automated, but it's kind of cool. I got the grounds and kind of put whatever grounds in the amount I want, make the espresso, and in a minute here I'll mix it with the water. And so while that brews, Hope Street, I just want to clarify, Hope Street is between me, Dylan, and my really good friend Alan. So I live in San Antonio, Texas. He lives in San Luis Obispo, California. And we both have gyms. We're both trainers. We're like very similar in our mindset, what we want out of this life. We want to make the most out of it and, you know, become financially free and geographically free, live wherever, be wherever, inspiring people. That's really our end goal. And we met at a gym in Connecticut where we were both unpaid interns working for a really good strength coach at a gym that trained, we trained NHL hockey players, Olympic athletes. And we were just young, hungry interns that just wanted to learn because we loved the gym. We love fitness so much. And that gym was on Hope Street. So that's kind of our story. And that's just an amazing name for what our partnership is. It's Hope Street. But, we hope that if you're watching this video, it's probably your first time watching us. You just randomly clicked on this even. You become inspired in some way to follow your dreams. Because 5 years ago, we were just unpaid interns. And now we both own our own gyms. We're training a ton of athletes, making way more money. And it's really cool to see the change in our lives, but there's still so much more we want to achieve. And we know that you can achieve that kind of success too, if you really just put your head down and have that vision and work. That is a nice brew right there. So I finished up with the evaluation with the new athlete, 17-year-old tennis player. We did a couple speed tests, a couple mobility tests, and I think he's going to sign up for a session. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then now, again, running a gym, there's like stuff you don't think about. Like when I'm doing the training sessions, that's like less than half of the job. Like so much is spent on emailing potential new clients, on writing training programs, marketing. I just had to pay like monthly taxes, just like little stuff like that. Right now, what I'm doing though, is I have these cards that say like all my training services and the prices that I leave here, or I'll like hand out to people. I need to update that because I increased my prices for the new year. And then I need to design more of these like kind of pamphlet promotional things. Whenever I'm kind of out in public at a sport event or something, I'll bring some just to be able to hand out. So I'm going to work on that now for a little bit, all this back end stuff. and then get some lunch and work out. All right, so I did more work for a while, then I went home real quick and had some lunch. Very basic meal that I usually have, just ground turkey, some rice, some Brussels sprouts, and some hot sauce. And then I actually had a few eggs on top of that too, just because I really wanted to feel a little more full. That was like 2-3 hours ago, and I like going to the workout just feeling kind of full. Like I feel like more energy that way. Again, very simple foods, very simple meal. And that's something that I always try to communicate to my clients and just even friends and family. They're like, oh my God, like how do you do it? How do you, get in good shape? How do you keep good shape? There's not some crazy secret. I'm just eating very simple whole foods 95% of the time. Like the ground turkey I said, or chicken, beef, steak, eggs. And then for carbs, stuff like rice, potatoes, healthy fats like nuts, olive oil, dairy, fruit, vegetables. Like that's it. Like I got no secrets. Like there's nothing to, it's just doing that every day for weeks and months and years on end. And that's the thing people can't wrap their heads around. They're like, wait, I have to do it like every day basically? It's like, yes, you can't eat well for one day and pat yourself on the back. It has to be continual effort for the long term. And a lot of people just can't wrap their head around that, which is fine. But I know you're watching, you're not like those people. You're someone that understands that and you're ready to put in the work to get there. All right, so workout, got upper body focus today. So I got just flat barbell bench press. I'm gonna do 3 sets of 8, but it's gonna be paired with neutral grip chin-ups. So I'm gonna do a set of 8 on the bench, and instead of just sitting around resting for 3 minutes with nothing to do, I'm gonna do chin-ups, which is gonna be for my back. So pairing antagonistic muscle groups is a good way to get more work in less time. All right, first set of 8, 195. Here we go. Okay, feet down on the floor the whole time. There you go. Control the eccentric. Fast. 1. Control. Fast. 2. Good. Whew. All right, that's about how I thought it would feel. Probably like if I were rated out of 10, probably like an 8. Could have maybe done 1, maybe 2 more. But again, I got 3 sets, so I want to kind of build up each set. All right, chin-ups. I go neutral grip, 8 reps, got 25 on me. God, I hate to love these so much. Hate these, but love how they grow my back. All right, full stretch at the bottom. Touch the pegs with the shoulders. 1. Full stretch. Touch. 2. 3. So freaking hard, man. Good. Did 3 sets of bench and chin-ups. So now my secondary push is going to be a lateral raise for the medial head of the shoulder. I'm going to pair that with an elbow row for the posterior deltoid and the upper back. Making sure I'm not swinging. I might a little bit towards the end, but still trying to just use my arms to get to my ears. Yeah, at least 12. Come on. Partials. Just going total failure. Partials. My God. Whew. Whew. Man, you know, it's a good upper body workout when you were kind of like pale at the start of the workout because it's winter and your arms are like actually getting darker and like with all the blood flow, they're like kind of tan and red now. There's so much blood rushing to the muscles. It's a good way to get an instant tan. Whew. Workout is done. That was an awesome one. Maybe 45, 50 minutes. Again, it's intense. You're really pushing it, only resting like a minute and a half or so. Boom, back on. And, you know, like I was saying earlier about nutrition, how it doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be this crazy, overwhelming what to eat, when to eat. Like, eat good, real, whole foods. Fuel your body. Same thing with training. I did bench press, chin-ups, lateral raise, a row for the upper back, bicep curl, and a close grip push-up for triceps. Very exercise we're probably all familiar with. You know, very simple exercise, but the intensity is there. You know, I'm pushing it. I'm going right up until failure on a lot of my sets. And I'm training like this several times a week, every week, week after week, month after month, year after year. That's the secret right there. That's the hard work. It's like anything. If you're trying to get good grades, you're trying to grow a business, you're trying to whatever, you got to constantly keep hammering at the thing. Keep doing it. I know you can do this. If you're watching this video and you're trying to get in shape, you're trying to get stronger, more fit, leaner, more muscle, I'm telling you, you can do it. I did it. I never thought I'd be able to do this and look like this, but I just stuck with it. I know you can do it too. It's not as complicated as it has to be. Have your next right meal. The next meal you eat, make sure it's got protein, good carbs, vegetables, fruit. Your next workout, make sure it's intense. You're doing good compound movements. Push the intensity. Recover. Your next right meal, your next right workout. I know you can do this. I know you can do this. All right. So post-workout meal, I had 2 scoops of whey protein. That's what you saw me drinking at the gym. That's about 30 grams of protein. And then now full meal. You should have a full meal within like 2-3 hours after a workout. Got 8 ounces of chicken thighs, 6 ounces of jasmine rice. I got a slice of just organic cheddar cheese on top for some extra fat. There's not a ton of fat from here. And then I'm gonna have a little salad on the side, a big bowl of some organic spring mix, and then this kind of low-cal Caesar dressing that I've been trying that I like a lot. Finishing the night how I always do, read the Bible, some scripture, and then I got some candles just to kind of help me relax and just put the day in the past and just kind of get in the word. And this verse I love so much that I actually found this t-shirt that has it on the back and I wear it all the time. I just love it so much. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 6. Let no one deceive you with empty words, for because of these things, the wrath of God comes on those who are disobedient. Therefore, do not be associated with them. For once you were darkness, but now in the Lord you are light. Live as children of light. The part in particular where it says, for once you were darkness, but now in the Lord you are light. That's the part that I love so much because, you know, I haven't been a true Christian for that long, only a year or so. You know, I grew up going to church, did all the sacraments, but I was never voluntarily, you know, being an active Christian of reading the Bible, going to confession, praying every day and whatnot. But last year, I've been really getting in the Word and trying to live more in God's light because his blessings are amazing. I feel so loved with him and everything is so clear. I feel so at peace. And again, for once you were in the darkness, but now in the Lord you are light. No matter what was your past, no matter what awful things happened, maybe you were living of the world of the flesh and living of your desires like I was, sinning, holding grudges against people, having an ego, being selfish, all things that I've done. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm a good person. Like I've done some things I'm not proud of. Let's just keep it at that. But now in the Lord, you are light. Now that I'm walking with God, now that I'm following Jesus, I feel so pure. I feel like I'm in the light, and I have no shame. I have no. I try not to have an ego. I just feel so pure and bliss with him in the light. It's just like this whole new chapter of my life has been opened, being in the light, being in his presence. So I encourage you, if you are struggling with something mentally, if you're struggling on your journey of life with what path to take, whether it's something with a relationship or something with school or work or something with your health or your fitness, get in the Word. Just start reading the Bible. Start reading the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. They're just very easy to read. It's the story of Jesus. Start reading those and you will soon be in the light. You will get wisdom, then you'll start praying and have a relationship with God, and you'll see pretty quickly how much better life is in the light and how you can't even wrap your head around how did I live without God? How did I used to not live in the light? Trying to figure life out on my own and having no code of conduct and treating this person badly and being selfish here and sinning here and lying and deceit and lust and all these things that now when you're in the light, you say, I don't want any of that because that's bringing me further from God. I don't want to do anything that's going to take me further from God. I just want to go towards him. Read the Bible, pray to God, live in the light. If you made it to the end, thank you for watching. Again, my name is Dylan. I'm one half of Hope Street. The other half is my really good friend, Alan. Make sure to give us a like, comment, or subscribe if you vibe with any of this content, and we'll see you in the next one.